you know. And we're gonna get into it, but make sure that y'all like the live stream. Hopefully, y'all checked out the video I did today about Steven Jackson and why he refused to marry his ex-girlfriend, baby's mother. But I think this is gonna be an interesting subject. You know, things with live streams, like before I go live, like I be thinking about certain things, certain talking points, and just the outrage at Blueface and how they're throwing around this term colorist because you don't worship a dark-skinned woman, you don't put her above all others, you're a colorist. When this adult female made the choice to go to his house and participate in the video shoot, so to speak, you know, but we're going to make it seem like he just went out of his way to embarrass this girl. Okay? But shout out to everybody. So let's see who's here. Let's see who's here in the chat. J Mac, Lando, Timothy, Mellow Bird, Ernest, MGTOW, Sacktown, Renee, Lara, what's good? I'm him, Ann Wilson, what's going on? Chris G, Black, Introvert, Vern, Shantia, Fraser, what's good? Gemini, Coco J, what's up? Elbert Choice, what's good? Book out of case, Clifford Martin, what's up, man? TSKS, what's up? Got Melanin, what's good? Cool Gent, what's up? Sheba, Royal, Distro, what's good? London, Link, Darlene Parsons, what's up? DL, what's good? Sean Oliver, what's up, man? Ill Wills, what's going on with you? El De Niro, Renell, David, truly, what's up? Yeah, man, let's get the likes up. I want to give a little time for more people to get into True ATL and what's up, man. I want to give people some more time to get into the chat, you know, because people are coming here and be like, I don't know what's up, what's good. But we're going to talk about this. Oh, it's not there. It should be there. Hold on. We're going to talk about this article here, which I think is absolutely ridiculous from BET, but what do you expect? Now, this is the video here where this melanated female, that's her Twitter page there, and she got her wig snatched off. Now, maybe, you know, you're not going there, you're not looking for drama, but drama found her, you know, and we're going to get into this because there's been a lot of females upset. It's a lot of melanated women that are very angry about this. I don't know why. Blueface is a rapper, you know, but again, the validation seeking that goes on in society is crazy to me. You know, why are you at this dude's house? What's good, Brian Turner? L, what's up? John Mark, what's good? But why are you at this man's house? And then you get disrespected by another female? It's Blueface's fault. But why are you there? You know, this is the same guy who broke an egg over his mother's head for $1,000. Desiree, what's going on? This is the same guy. So I really want to get into this, man. It's amazing to me that the fact that these guys, whether they do or don't like dark-skinned women, like, why does it matter that a rapper or athlete likes a dark-skinned woman? What's the point of that? These guys have a pick from a lot of different women, not just black women. Just like you have a lot of black melanated women in the industry who have their pick of men. The ones who date interracially, they get cheered. You know, I saw the video of the female panel, and they cheered that black woman who said that she got her. I think she said she got her white king, and they were cheering her on. But she was the same one that wanted to sit up there and call black men colorists. Do you now see the hypocrisy there? Blueface is a rapper. Let me make sure I have that in the title. Okay. Hold up. Blueface is a rapper. I don't really listen to him like that, but people do. Some people do. But the hypocrisy is mind-blowing to me. I have to see black women getting cheered. You see Meghan Markle's put on a pedestal because they have non-black men. But if these non-black rappers are not with black women, they want to pull support. They did the same thing with Michael B. Jordan. He don't even want people to know who he's dating. They want to pull support. And they want to make it seem like that wasn't it. I see the comments like everybody else does. You know? No, it's not Lonnie Love. It was another panel I was watching. It was like a feet panel full of darker skinned women. And they were discussing, I guess colorism. I think it was, what's her name? Was hosting the show. I think it's her show. I can't think of her name now. But she's more on the lighter side. She might even be biracial, but what's good, the elements? I see you there. Bella Michelle, what's going on? But why does the validation of rappers matter so much to you if you don't care? Yes, you do care. Let one of these rappers talk about how much they like dating their non-black girlfriend. You're going to have all this outrage as if black women are the only people that buy music. No, they don't. Other races of people not only buy music from rappers, they go to their shows. All you have to do is look at the YouTube videos of these concerts. Who's in the front row? Yeah, Kevin, that's her last name. I can't think of her first name. I think it's Olivia Jordan. No, it's not Olivia Jordan. Something Jordan. Yeah, it's just a bunch of fake outrage. I don't understand it. Yes, elements. You should be able to see the members only content in the community tab. It's on my channel though. These guys are known for treating women very, in a disrespectful manner, but you care about who they date. That doesn't make sense to me. Why are you buying their music anyway? Why are you buying their music anyway? What's good, Chris Jones? Make sure y'all like this video. Also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I've been gaining a lot of followers on Twitter and Instagram. So shout out to everybody that's following me on there. Yeah, I do post mostly on Twitter, when I'm, because Twitter is very quick, because the thing is, I haven't really been on Twitter like that in a long time, but, whenever something's going on, I'm not posting. I may head on over to Twitter and post some shit, All right. Now, in regards to this situation with Blueface, okay? Shout out to Ill Wills. These females are always getting mad about colorism. They are the main ones perpetuating this behavior. Why don't they mad at the lack of educational resources in their children's school? Yeah, because that's too difficult of a choice for them, I guess.
These females are always getting mad about colorism. They are the main ones perpetuating this behavior. Why don't they mad about the lack of educational resources in their children's schools?
That is a very, very Good point, man. And that's why, again, it's difficult for them because the easy thing would be to focus on what you can control. You can control your children's future, but with them, they're too busy worrying about who these guys are dating. You know, they're too concerned about the fact that they don't want dark-skinned women. Okay. Now, let's see. Hold up. No, not that. Let's get to here. All right. Despite social distance protocols being in place, Blueface decided to hold a music video shoot at his house this weekend. And as you could have guessed, things went horribly wrong. The 23-year-old rapper reportedly invited a group of strippers to his Las Vegas home to film a video on Saturday, per TMZ. Blueface documented the gathering via his Instagram stories. In one of the videos, women clad in blue bikinis are dancing when an argument pops off that quickly turns physical. Some of the ladies continued to dance for the camera while others were trading blows and pulling each other's hair. Y'all seen that? They were keeping it professional, I guess. Oh, not that. Let's see. Another video, one woman got her wig pulled off. The woman, whose name has not been identified, later took to Twitter where she explained her side of the story. Y'all, Blueface invited me to his video shoot, and this girl had the nerve to say, "Leave, you ugly, dark-skinned B. You bald because you dark-skinned, all for no reason." In a follow-up tweet, she added that she was targeted because she did not partake in the fighting that was going on. Now, this is the video here. This is her tweeting this, okay? Now, I guess she's over by Blueface. Okay, let's see what the video says. If I can play it. Can I play this video? Turn this low. Y'all can see it.
Y'all crazy.
You
Now, again, people are saying that, Blueface could have done more. He should have comforted her. He should have cussed out the non-melanated female for doing that. Again, what are you expecting to do in that situation?
Bust down THOTIANA. You think he respect women? Okay.
Appreciate that London link. Now, I'm not going to show y'all the other video because I don't think you should have to see that other video. But this is an embarrassing. It is to get your wig pulled off. First off, why are you there with a wig on at a video shoot? I understand you don't think anything is going to pop off, but you have to understand that these type of women who are scrippers have very low self-esteem. Okay. They have very low self-esteem. You know what? I'm not even going to show it anymore. I just want to get y'all the gist of what's going on in this video. All right. Just want to get y'all the gist of what's going on in that particular video. Shout out to D-Stroke. Yeah, like he wasn't even he wasn't even breaking up the fights. Why would you expect him, who's not breaking up the fights, why would you expect him, okay, to then all of a sudden intervene in this situation? But they're saying he's a colorist because of it. Like, do they know what the meaning of that is?
She snatched that weave with Bruce Lee, speed rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, she snatched it very quickly, very quickly in that particular situation, indeed. Yeah, like, why would you have a loose wig on? Let's say you were twerking upside down. Why would you have a loose wig on when you're trying to twerk upside down? That's what's crazy to me. Hold on, let me put what should I put up next? Oh, okay. Let me go back here. For those who don't know what's going on, y'all should be able to read what's on the screen. This is this particular female's tweets here. It says, y'all, Blueface invited me to his video shoot, and this girl had the nerve to say, I think I read all this, leave, you ugly dark-skinned B. You bald because you're dark-skinned, you ugly B. Yo, kick this black hole out. All for no reason. What is this BS occurring for in 2020? Mind you, I was attacked because I wasn't fighting, and the girl who snatched my hair to prove I was bald came up saying how I was thirsty and for talking to Blueface while everybody was fighting. These BR saying that's because they all want to talk to Blueface. All these chicks want to talk to Blueface. You know, all of them want his attention. All of them want to get a chance to sleep with him. But Blueface came out and said, I didn't sleep with any of these chicks. I mean, these chicks are very, very, very ratchet, very, very hood, very, very, you know, on the disgusting levels, especially the ones that were fighting, you know, the lighter complected ones, the ones who were non-melanated, so to speak. I think when you put a bunch of young chicks who don't know any better in one area, things are bound to pop off. And that's what happened in this particular situation, you know? It's always the ugliest, low-tier, light-skinned girls who have to hold onto the fact they're light-skinned and feels superior because they have low self-esteem. I guess this is one of the females. They have low self-esteem. A lot of those chicks that was at Blueface's house, and look at her Twitter handle, fed up with black men. Another white worshiping, dark complected female right here, y'all see it, who needs to move on with life instead of telling the world she hates black men. But anyway, okay. I guess it's one of the females. Listen, there's a lot of low self-esteem women, no matter what their skin tone is. There are a lot of low self-esteem light-skinned chicks out here. There's a lot of low self-esteem dark-skinned chicks. That's why these people need to avoid each other. I mean, you on video, you had the lighter-skinned chicks fighting each other. So that lets you know there's a sense of insecurity there. Okay? They feel like one might think that she looked better than the other. When you put low self-esteem people in the same room, this is what's going to happen. You know? This is what's going to happen. You know? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong shit. Hold on. Let's see. Let me go here. This is the thread. All in all, I'm glad I know I wasn't there using my one public outing during the quarantine to fight random bitches I don't know and argue over who's the baddest bitch and who got the best box. Like, do you hear yourselves? Wake up. Let's see. Okay.
Why are you mad, bitch? You should have bobby pinned it down. Ho. Stop trying to.
I ain't want all that language. It's a family show. I don't want all that language. But yeah, here you got two very low self-esteem females right here who are scripting at Blueface's party because they're broke. I don't even think he paid any of them. You got the low self-esteem is real. The low self-esteem, look at their roommates, okay? And again, to me, I notice low self-esteem in people no matter, hope y'all can see what I mean. Low self-esteem is in people no matter what skin tone they are, okay? And this just shows it. Do I think they should be clowning a dark-skinned chick? No. I think that, to me, it just seems that, again, you got young chicks that don't know any better. They ain't never been nowhere. Blueface, they went somewhere, okay? They live in a bubble, okay? They live in a bubble. And we have to understand this, all right? And you also have to ask the question, why are you even there? You know, I'm sure she doesn't know any of those people. So why are you there if you don't know any of those people? Why are you even bothering to be around these people who may have some sort of issue with you? You know? Yeah, if you already know he don't like a certain type of female, I'm pretty sure she follows him on social media.
She
What?
got dumped, but the truth is they all took an L.
Yeah, appreciate that, D-Show. Yeah, they all look bad in the situation, you know? She's working, that's why. So you're going to tell me you're going to go work at a colorist house? That makes a lot of sense. That's just like me going to work for somebody who doesn't like me because of my skin tone. You know? And doing it anyway. And then when something happens, then I'm mad at that person. When you already knew what type of person they were. Does that make any sense? What about having some self-esteem? What about having some self-esteem? Your self-esteem goes out the window because you need to make some money? So what else has this female done for money? I looked at her Instagram. She ain't got no black friends. She had like that one picture with her and a white girl because this black female lives in a bubble too. She's around white girls. She's not around a lot of black chicks. So when you got all these black women hopping to her defense, where's her black friends at then? Why aren't they on social media hopping to her defense? Y'all give a shit more than the black people around her seem to. When you put low self-esteem people all packed in one area, things are bound to happen. You know? Things are bound to happen. So understand when I say this, okay? When you have a dark-skinned female who herself may have low self-esteem, this is why she's there with a wig that is not on tight enough. You know, it could fall off. If, like I said, if she's up and upside down during a move or something and it falls off, I mean, you know, it's not in there right. But then I'm not a hair person, so I can't tell how to put it in there right. But why would you then go, okay, to this place with just a wig on, you know? It just doesn't make any sense to not be prepared for a lot of different things. You're there with, I'm assuming women you don't know, you know? But yeah, if you know that this guy feels some type of way, you know, why would you go to his house? You know? Why would you go to his house? That's because she doesn't have other dark-skinned black female friends who may have felt some type of way about Blueface and have told her. Because let me tell you the psychology of dark-skinned females, okay? And I know that y'all may not like this, but, you know, here I go. This whole situation with Blueface, it just shows me that women actually go the opposite direction than what you think they go. You know, you will tell them, don't deal with this guy. You know, he likes to sleep around. He's not faithful. He's disrespectful. And then you will have that same female not only get into a relationship with the guy, she will start to defend him to other people. She will defend him to other people, right? And to the point to where she's defending him to other people and then end up having a kid with that guy and probably may end up marrying the guy. All the while she's being warned about this type of dude. The only way she sees the light is when that dude has put her through so much to the point to where he's the one who has to walk away, not her. That's when she gets it. That's when she understands the mistake she made in that situation. So even if there were people telling her not to deal with Blueface, not to go to his house, he's a colorist, he doesn't like a certain type of female, do you think she would have listened anyway? Do you think she would have cared? Because again, while those girls are getting into it, she's over there in Blueface face with the same guy y'all claim is a colorist. The same guy that y'all claim doesn't like darker skinned women. Where's she at? Is she somewhere out the way in the cut? No, she's right over there in his face. The same guy that y'all claim that these women should stay away from. But where's she at? She right there in his face. Right there in his face. Even if she would have known about Blueface, she don't care. She gets a chance to be around him. That's the psychology of women today, man. That's why they struggle to get into relationships, because they go in the opposite direction. They don't want a nice guy. They don't want a decent, good guy. The guys that they deal with, those guys need to be broken. Those guys need to have some hood in them. Those dudes need to be very verbally aggressive with them. They need to deal with a guy who has a couple kids by a couple different women. A guy who ain't afraid to put his hands on a woman. They will deal with that guy over a guy who will actually treat them right. You don't believe me? Go ask the majority of women who are single about their exes. Most of their exes, they're everything but a child of God. Their exes are everything and more. They can't tell you time they were with a decent guy. Because one, they're deflecting their own issues. And two, you know, they really have never really dealt with a decent guy because they're not attracted to that. They're not attracted to nice guys. They're not attracted to guys who they perceive to be pushovers. But they are attracted to men who may not even want them, because it's a challenge to them. It's a challenge to want a guy who doesn't want you. That is the psychology of the majority of women these days. You know, so don't let that BS fool you with women talking about Blueface is a colorist this and the colors that. If Blueface was to come around, they would be up in his face too, just like she was. They would be up in his face too. They'd be trying to hook up with him too. They will say one thing and then do another. We've even seen ex-supremacists dating black women. We've seen black women go and date men who have the SS tattooed all over them. Guys who were supremacists. How do you explain that psychology? How do you explain that? How do you explain these sisters dating men who got the SS tattooed all over them? And these guys were, you know, a part of groups that did not like other people. How do you explain that? Oh, they changed, really? They're different now. Why? Because they're dating you? How do they feel about black men? You know? Or you will have the women who will publicly shame other women for being side chicks when they themselves are side chicks. You know? So this particular female may have known about Blueface's reputation. Why do you think she took to social media to talk about how that other female was calling her names? Dark this, dark that. What's good, Ricky? Because she understands his reputation for not liking melanated women. You got women who will say one thing and they will do another. Complete hypocrites. Their life is a hypocrisy because nobody holds them accountable. Nobody wants to hold the modern day female accountable, because you have a lot of men who they want to make these women feel good about themselves, or they're trying to get with these women. So they're going to tell them everything they want to hear. Well, I'm sorry, that ain't enough. That ain't enough. You can't just tell them everything they want to hear. They need to hear truth. They need to hear logic. They need to hear some common sense. Yeah, they're going to be upset at first, but at some point, if enough of us say the same things, they'll make that change. They'll have to, because they'll see, well, this is what the majority of men really believe and think. There's a reason why a lot of men aren't getting married. There's a reason why a lot of men don't want long-term relationships anymore. Yeah, they'll get into casual situationships. You know, they'll hook up with women, one night stands, you know, casual, something here or there, but it's not going to be anything long-term because, one, they don't want to live with a woman, and two, they don't find relationships worth the time and effort, you know? So we really have to look at where we are. You might be right, Prince. She probably dates Caucasian dudes. If she out there in LA, would it really surprise you if this particular female doesn't date outside of her group? I bet she does. See, that's the thing though. They can do it, but we can't. I guess because they're not as vocal as us, even though the thing is, a lot of men, we're not trying to keep up appearances. We're not trying to appease everybody. If we date a certain female and that's who we want to date and that's all we want to deal with, yes, we're going to be honest. But you have a lot of melanated women out here who are not being honest about their dating preferences. You have some of these females who really, truly only want to deal with non-melanated men, but they're not going to say anything because they want to keep up a certain image and appearance. They still want to get attention from black men, but they're not going to tell those black men that they're not attracted to them or interested in them, you know? But we're not afraid to tell, as men, we're not afraid to tell women we have a preference. That's why they're angry at us, because they don't know how to do that. I mean, they know how to, but they don't want to do that. You know, they want to hide amongst the rest and say, you know, what we shouldn't be saying this or we shouldn't be doing that because we're comfortable in our own skin. Unlike some of these women who have to wear, you know, wigs to parties that's not even put in correctly, to the point to where a chick can just snatch it out. First of all, how did the chick know it was fake? Did you tell her? Did you tell her that it was a wig? You know? We really have to look at where we are, man. Everybody has a preference, whether they say it publicly or not. I just think that men, for the most part, are a lot more honest about what they like than women are. There are women out there that are just not honest about what they like, and that is why they're angry at us, because we are comfortable in our own skin to say, hey, we like this. You know, we have a preference. But truth be told, there are a lot of melanated women who have preferences as well. You know, they have a type. They don't want to say anything publicly because, again, it's all about keeping up an appearance. You know, but a lot of people, especially if you have money and resources or you're an attractive person, you have a preference. There's a certain theme to the guys that you're dating, that these women are dating. There's a certain theme to the type of men that they date, you know? If they're always dating dudes that are tall, more than likely like tall guys. If they're dating a guy who's a certain skin tone, that's what they like, okay? If they like a dude with a certain type of attitude. There's even females that will date guys who drive the same type of cars, who may work in the same type of industry, you know? So understand this, man. I have no issue with anybody having a preference, so to speak. I don't have any issue with that. Have as many preferences as you want, but don't get on social media and call people colorists because they ain't choosing you. You just ain't getting chose. Okay. There's too many of these darker skinned women chasing the same men. That's their problem. They're the main ones out here doing that. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to O'Shea. Make sure y'all go and check him out over there on O'Shea channel. Salute to him. Now I want to say this is in regards to like where we are in society, man. We as black men get very scrutinized.
Shout out to JDB.
Salute, man. Us as men, we especially black men, we always getting criticized for what we like, especially if it ain't what who the majority looks like. But you got all these women getting these bigger butts and bigger chests, lightening their skin, like they're trying to look like what they think we want. But if you're an attractive enough woman and you have good qualities, a man is going to wife you up. Men aren't going to wife you up because you're good in the sack. They're going to wife you up because they're like, you know what, I can't be without her. You know, she brings something to my life that other women don't. There are other women who just bring, you know, me sleeping with them. That's it. And if you're not bringing certain qualities that a man wants and looks for, why is he going to waste time dealing with you? You know? Why is he going to waste time? Make sure y'all like the stream, people. But the outrage is crazy, man. The outrage is crazy to me. Like, I'm pretty sure she known that he may be or is a colorist. Why go to his house? You know? Even if it's for business, I didn't hear about them getting paid much, if anything. It might have been an opportunity to boost their social media. But, you know, Blueface isn't one of the most, you know, intellectual guys out there. He's a guy who does first and then thinks second. He's a guy who kicked his own mother out of the house, broke an egg over her head for $1,000, man. This is the type of guy we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about that guy. Y'all know I've had my criticisms of Blueface, but one of the best things that Blueface ever did, I don't know if it's true or not, he basically outed Cardi B's box not smelling right. He claims he never said that, but come on, bro. Just knowing who Blueface is, man, would it really surprise anybody? You know? Would it really surprise you that Blueface said that? Just based off what this guy does, man. This guy broke an egg over his mother's head for $1,000, man. You know? This is who we talking about. So this particular woman and all these women who are so angry at Blueface again, because they stay angry at Blueface, canceling Blueface. If y'all were in her situation, y'all'd be up in his face too. Okay? Y'all'd be up in his face too. You know, y'all don't like these guys until you're actually around these guys. I noticed that too. Yeah, I don't think they really got paid for anything. They were just there just to be there. He just gave them opportunity to be at his house. Some of these guys are famous. Let me just say this about Blueface. You know, this is a guy who I'm still scratching my head as to why he's famous. He was getting all these cosigns. That was the first sign of bullshit. You're giving a guy cosigns who can't even rap on beat correctly, who reps, you know, being gang affiliated, when I think he might be just paying for protection, or he's just a gang affiliate. I don't think he's in anything. The guy seemed like he grew up in a middle class family, played football in high school, you know. Blueface co-signed by the Bloods. Yeah, he's an affiliate. He ain't in it. I don't think he's ever been in no situation of putting in no type of work. He's just like Chris Brown, some of these other guys who pay for protection, man. They out here paying for protection. You know. So, even if, listen, I know that we all have our own again, I'm saying it again, we have our own preferences of what we like. But I'm not going to get mad at what somebody else like, you know, because you can't control that. All you're going to do is reinforce why they should like what they like. Like I saw a video. Right. I saw a video of this girl who, I don't know, this was in Atlanta, right? She was around a group of dudes and she was trying to get into a car and the dudes was kind of breathing down her neck. And she out there, the only female out there trying to argue and fuss and fight with these dudes slapping on the ass or whatever. Some of y'all may have seen this video on World Star. You know? And I'm saying to myself, why are you trying to fight these guys? She's chasing one dude down who's hopped on her car. I'm not saying that you should put up with it. What I'm saying is you're not going to be able to fight them dudes. I don't care if they are black males from the black community, because there are black women who really believe that black men are bitches and they won't do nothing to them. Okay? So they'll hop in one of these dudes' face. They will fight them because they think that, you know, black men are beneath them or black men aren't going to do anything. Yeah, like, you're getting into arguments with these dudes, man. You getting in these dudes' faces. Like, you're not going to win that. You know? You're not going to win an argument with these dudes. I guarantee you hit the wrong one, he's going to hit you back. Now, do I condone those dudes hovering around this chick doing that? No. That looks so clownish and buffoonish. Okay? It really did. But it looked to me like a bunch of high schoolers to me. It looked like a bunch of high schoolers. I've seen dudes in high school dudes do crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because they young and dumb. And she out there chasing dudes, talking about getting out the car like she want to fight them. It's like, come on, man. Don't do that. Just because you think these dudes is weak these days don't mean his left and his right hand won't hurt when he swings. I'm telling you, man, they view us in the black community as bitches, man. So when we get out of the black community and we make something of ourselves, we make money, we have options, you know, all of a sudden we supposed to date them. We're supposed to choose them amongst everybody else. That's not how the world works. I'm sorry. That is not how the world works. It really isn't. It's not how the world works. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a couple of... the link to what video? What video y'all talking about? Talking about it's on World Star. The video I just talked about, it's on World Star. The video is on World Star. I think it's of a couple days ago. If one of the mods got it, they can put the link in the chat. You can put the link in the chat room if you have it. Shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all like the stream. I want to, like, if you calling in, call in about the topic, please. The topic. Yo, you live. What's up? Hold on. Let me get this. Make sure the sound right. I got to do this every show. Yo, what's going on?
Yeah, I seen the video for this, man. She ain't no better than the chicks that was sitting there turning up on her, man. But she put herself in that situation, you know. I mean, if you be going to whole parties, you know what I mean, shaking it, you know, for a stimulus check or whatever, you know, like expected. You know, you put yourself around a whole bunch of chicks that don't like you. You know, but that's she should have never put herself in that situation. You know, make better decisions. You know, she basically at the end of the day is a thirsty groupie. You know, and next time maybe she'll wear bobby pins or something. Oh
yeah,
man, yeah, you know. But man, that's where I'm gonna leave it at, man.
All right, cool, man.
All right.
All right, cool, man. Thanks for the call, all right?
Shout out, Red Pill.
All right, man. Salute to D-Show the call. Yo, hold on, I'm trying to get this Skype right. Because a bunch of screens are popping up. Okay. Yo, what's happening?
What's going on with you, Jack? How you be, bro?
I'm good, man. What's going on with you?
Nothing much. I just got off the gig, man. Hey, listen. I'm gonna keep it brief because you know I usually go in on these hoes, but bro, this is my thing. It's getting to a point now because the shit got. I'm gonna keep PG. The stuff got to stop at some point, bro. They look, and all the black women, like my girl black and shit, but it's like, bro, it have to get to a point where it's like, y'all hoes gotta stop complaining about everything, bro. Like, bro, every time, look, if it ain't one thing, it ain't oh, black man ain't this, y'all ain't shit, it's a nigga fault who wasn't even involved. That some hoes start fighting.
Yeah,
that makes no sense to me.
Yeah, as soon as he get into it, they gonna call him out. Why you getting into it with women? So what you expect to do in that moment?
Just like with the sister, bro. You remember the sister tried to stab up his girlfriend. Hey, you shouldn't put your hands on your sister. I'm like, bitch, any nigga would do that, defend his girl if somebody trying to stab her with a knife. But that ain't got nothing to do with it. But yeah, bro, it's like, and then with the dark-skinned girls, bro, at first I used to feel bad because I'm like, they is kind of getting the bad end of the stick as far the way society portray them and shit. But it's like, bro, some of y'all hoes, look, I hate to say it, bro, and I was leaving to be the last person to say it, but bro, some of y'all deserve that ain't shit title, bro. Cause y'all, look what y'all do, bro. On a daily basis, I hear, oh, black man ain't shit. Black man ain't this. Black man ain't that. Oh, it's black man's fault. He didn't protect us from getting into a bad shit. It's like, bro, I'm Generation Z, nigga. I'm 21. We getting tired of hearing this shit. Like, it's getting to a point where it's like, bro, you can't blame us for everything that's happened with you. Like, bro, and there's another thing, Jay, and I'm going to get off the line, bro. You have to understand, bro. Some people are just meant to be failures. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Some people meant to make it. Some people meant to be failures. And I ain't talking about failures in life, but I'm talking about failures as far as relationships. Like, with these darker-skinned girls, bro, you could say society portray you this way and all this shit, but it's like, if you feed into the stereotype, nigga, I'm going to just say you ain't shit. Like, it ain't all y'all, but it's the overwhelming majority of y'all giving dark-skinned girls a bad name. Y'all need to stop doing that shit and quit blaming black men for everything, because I'm going to start telling y'all hoes to shut up and give my nigga Jaye a ring, ding, ding, and shit. Start liking the post, share with your mama, your brother, all that. And that's it, OG.
All right, cool, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate the call, all right?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, man. Follow the young man's advice. Get the likes going. Taking a couple calls, man. Yeah, man, they are spitting straight venom at Blueface. He is the blame. This is all his fault. And it's like his fault that the other girl pulled up shit wig. I'm like, come on, man. Yo, you're live. What's going on?
Hey, I gotta say I agree with the caller from before, like 100%.
Yeah.
Because this whole scenario that happened, I gotta say it worked out pretty good because Blueface clowned the fuck out of all those chicks. 100%, because that's exactly what happened. All those chicks went there to go shake some ass, and what he did was just sit back and record them, because when you watch the video, he was laughing, clowning them all. Now, what happened to the dark-skinned chick, I gotta admit, kind of messed up, because she was sitting there, you know, minding her business and stuff like that, but I mean, at the end of the day, you went to a whole function with a bunch of girls shaking ass. Like, what did you expect? To be civil?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and plus on top of the caller said before, black woman saying, we protected, we the most least protected groups of in America. I thought you were a strong, independent woman who don't need no men.
Right.
What happened to that?
Yeah, where is that?
Now all of a sudden you unprotected
Uh-huh.
and stuff like that. Like, I don't know where that came from. And like every time there's something with that has to do with like that doesn't involve us, it always comes back to black men.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason. I don't know. But yeah, what the caller said before was 100% right. Like the best case scenario, what he had to do was sit there, videotape all this clownery happened, because even under the videos, if you go under the video when other people reposted it, he was saying, yo, like, whose daughters are these?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't understand. Like, nobody wants a daughter, especially nowadays. If you have a daughter, it's game over for you. Keep it real with you. I feel bad for all the dudes out there having quarantine sex, and then you're gonna find out you have a daughter. I feel sorry for all y'all. Gotta pray for all y'all right now. So that's all I gotta say.
Right.
Yeah, man. Keep it on. Peace.
Okay, cool, man. Thanks for the call, man. It's a good call, man. Shout out to you. Well, I will say those women definitely, it was an embarrassment. And yes, he was clowning all of them. He was clowning the light-skinned chicks. He didn't clown the dark-skinned chick, but he's getting all this hate. Yo, you live. What's up?
What's up, Jay? It's John from New York here.
What's good, John?
I saw the video, the Blueface video, and then they call him a colorist and all that now because he didn't step in. But in my opinion, he didn't really have to do anything because she kind of put herself in that situation.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I don't condone them snatching her hair out. She wasn't in anything. I don't think she should have that. They should have involved her. I just think when you have a bunch of low self-esteem women there who don't like each other, that's why a lot of women don't have female friends, because they don't like each other. Stuff is bound to happen.
Definitely, that's what happened. But the funny thing is about melanated women, like they always get mad at us when we have different preferences. Like me, example, like I got different preferences. I just don't stay in the same group in the same box. I'm trying to explore more what's out there. Because, be honest, how many melanated men like us will ever get the opportunity like that?
Right. Well, I honestly believe that, I wouldn't have been making no music videos at my house during this time because, that's going to get scrutinized, and you don't know the type of people who've been quarantined. Their mindset. These people have been sitting in the house for weeks. Ain't no telling where their mind is,
I know. But I just hate that these melanated women always put us like we're the bad guys. And it's like we're the ones that make us like who why y'all try to police us when we have different preferences? Like, I don't get it. But you still want to be with us. And these guys, the rappers, they disrespect y'all, but you still want to date them. I don't get that. I really I don't know what's going on today, but like it's not right. Like I don't care what people say because I'm gonna do whatever I do what I want and date who I date. So that's all I could say.
Yeah.
Even my family, like they want me to stay in the same group in the same like I told them no, like because I want to. If there's a person I like from different race or whatever, I'm gonna stick with that person. So
Okay.
I should follow what I follow, not trying to follow everybody else's no. I'm not a follower, so.
Well, that's good you're not a follower. We don't need more of those.
No.
Okay.
I'm a leader, not a follower. I'll follow what people, I stay in my lane, put it like that.
Okay. So. Well, that's good. That's all you can do is stay in your lane, all right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Well, thanks for the call, man.
All right. Red pill all day.
Red pill all day, man. Shout out to you. I see you, nigga love. What's good, nigga love? Like the stream, people. We here live. Salute to everybody that's here. You know, that's interesting, nigga, because there are dark-skinned women who are angry and they look for other people to be angry at instead of loving themselves and being happy and not trying to compete 24/7 with other women. You know, women who are happy with themselves aren't competing and fighting with other women. You know what I'm saying? There's too much of that going on. You know, we're quarantined. You know, there's a lot going on in the world. Worrying about whether somebody likes dark skin women it should be the last priority right now. A lot of you can't even date anybody right now. You can't go on no dates. You can't get flown this place or that place. No vacationing. You can't go out in public like that to bars or clubs or the mall right now. So, you know, focus on your mental. Focus on your mental, man. That's the thing. Again, focus on what you can control, man. I know this quarantine is driving more people insane. This is why you don't invite them to your house, because they're already going crazy. You know, they're already starting to lose their minds. Okay? They already starting to lose their minds, man. And you invite them to your house. This is bound to happen. You know, these women ain't been able to go out in public. I mean, they can. I mean, you can go to essential businesses or you can go to stores. You can still go to grocery stores and things of that nature. Certain public outings. I think you can still go to Walmart where there's a lot of shit ton of people, you know. But, you know, these women haven't been able to just be out getting attention. You know, the summer's about to come up. If they can't get out of quarantine by the start of the summer, they really gonna start to lose it. So when you bring these women all in one area, man, the fights is bound to happen. You know, especially if you in Los Angeles where they're really cracking down. Like, you really can't do much of anything there. You know, if you're in the LA or New York, you can't really do much of anything. You know? So why care about somebody being a colorist and not liking dark skin? This ain't had nothing to do with what he liked. He invited them to the house. I believe one of her white friends or non-black friends invited her to that particular outing. I believe, you know. Y'all know what's crazy? What's good, Brown? I see you. There was a female who was on YouTube a couple years back. She was a dark-skinned, pro-black, very attractive girl, right? I believe she was fresh out of college. Might have still been in it. She was pro-black, you know, pro-black, this and that. But when you look at her photos of her in college, she's around nothing but white girls. Like, her whole dorm was full of white girls. I didn't see no sisters with her. You know, everybody she was around was white. Now, I believe she since moved to a different coast. But in that situation, you see her with nothing but white people. And then you say to yourself, I bet she has some bouts of low self-esteem. You got to. You're around nothing but white girls. You're around nothing but white girl, you know? Or they already trying to open a lot of business, Nikki. Yeah, Georgia is doing that. They're opening up a few places. Florida as well. Some states in the Midwest. I think Ohio is going to be opening up May 1st. So some of these states are opening up, and some people don't like it. I love it because you can't just keep these people cooped up in the house. They're going to start to go crazy. Businesses need to be open so people have somewhere to go. The one thing that keeps people from going off the deep end is not being in the house. And we're in uncharted territory, but people need to get out. And this Blueface situation is a prime example of people who haven't really been able to be out like that. And you put them in one setting with other women, disaster's gonna strike. Yo, you live. What's happening? What's going on? Oh. What's up? What's good? When you call back, bro. Call back, bro. VA is on lockdown to June 10th. Kelly. Well, let me tell you something about Virginia. Virginia is ran by extremists. The governor there is an extremist, and he, if those people don't smarten up and get that guy out of there, they're gonna be stuck with that type of bullshit. Yo, you're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Are you the Wait, are you the guy from YouTube?
Yes. Are you calling to speak to a YouTuber?
Yes. How come you're doing the video for?
Huh?
How come you're doing the video?
Who is this? What's your name?
Mariah. I don't really think it's Blueface's fault.
You don't think it's Blueface's fault? I don't think
really.
I don't think he could have done much in that situation either,
Yeah, it's because the girls drink probably too much Hennessy mixed with something.
Yeah, that's why again, but you have a lot of women who are blaming him, saying that because he doesn't date I guess black women, he's at fault for some reason.
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I appreciate the call.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye. Shout out to her to call in, speak on Blueface and why y'all cannot be going in on Blueface. You sound like a young lady. Man, hey, y'all said that the girl that called the other show was a young girl. I think that's an adult, man. But this girl, I'm not, sure she might be a young girl. I have a lot of young people that watch me. They call her from time to time. I don't know why. So Sweet D, who are you talking about? Yeah, they want to know if I'm a YouTuber. I guess they thought that I was. They said, well, is he a radio host or is he a YouTuber? They want to know if I'm a radio host or a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Hi, Jay. I came in kind of late on the show. From what I've heard, the girl, I guess, she got jumped by the other girls or something?
No,
reason?
the dark-skinned girl, she was, I guess other girls were fighting each other. So she went off to the side and was talking to Blueface, and one of the girls came up behind her and pulled her wig off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I played a video a little bit at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, because she tweeted it out because she wanted everybody to know it was her. Because looking at it, was a black and white video. It was like a home camera. It was a home camera, I believe.
Well, if I was her, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say if I was her, I would have never announced that was me. Forget that. Why do you need to be known for that? But from what I've heard, I don't think it's his fault at all because nobody told them to fight. And everybody's saying, "Oh, it's to be expected. The booty pop." Let me be honest, and let's all be honest. If that was a group of white girls, I honestly don't think a fight would have jumped off. It was a whole bunch of nigga bitches, what my dad would call ghetto chicks. That's why the fight broke out. Mixed breeds, blacks, whatever.
Yeah,
they're pretty much all the
most
same.
Most of them was mixed.
It's because it was some half black chicks or black chicks there. Because I think if it was a group of white girls, I don't think nothing like that would have went down. So I don't know. I people say, well, she should expect it. No, she shouldn't. They went there to shake their ass, get paid, and leave. Why all of this ghetto shit? It's so freaking annoying. They can't go nowhere and just have fun. It's just that doesn't make any sense. But I don't think it's his fault at all. He didn't pay them to come do that. They did that all on their own, trying to show out, and it's just stupid. But that's all that I wanted to say.
Okay.
On
okay.
that.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for the call.
Angela C.
Oh, this Angela C. I know your voice
forgot.
sound familiar.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Angela. All right, shout out to
Hey.
Angela.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Bye.
Shout out to Angela C. with the check-in. Oh, you know, Nikki, I know white girls fight each other. I mean, you look on social media, there's a bunch of viral videos of white girls fighting. White girls be getting it in too, but I think if it's like a lone white girl or two white girls and the other women are like non-white, they're not going to be quick to throw hands. I just don't. If it's a bunch of white chicks they have to compete with, they probably going to throw hands. Yo, you're live with Jada Black. What's happening?
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
I just want to say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, for a change, the dark-skinned girl was not the one acting wild, ratchet,
Right.
like a wild buffalo.
Right. That is true.
I am so proud that finally one of these video young ladies represented us in a good way. She was the classiest acting one there, even though she really shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Right.
But that's neither here nor there.
Uh-huh.
When you're an Instagram model and nobody's hiring during COVID, I guess you have to do what you have to do to make things meet. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But I am glad that she was not the ratchet one there. She was sitting there, behaving class, minding her business, not getting involved with those absolute shenanigans. Kenny messed with bad-smelling pussy. I don't know what was going on there. And he was clowning even the he liked Latina chicks. And even he was clowning them.
Yeah, he was clowning them. He was filming them getting into the fight. People miss that part. They just skip over that and say, "Hey, this girl got her hair snatched out," but he wasn't the video cut before you could really see his reaction. He was, he kind of, I don't think he laughed, but he was kind of like in the maze, like, "Oh shit!" Like, damn, you did that?
Oh, he probably laughed. He probably laughed.
He probably did. Yeah.
I mean, he's not. I mean, he is the type of guy who, he slips in the shower, he's going to grab the water first. So, can't really expect too much from him. But, I mean, I am so glad she represented and she made an example, and maybe all these other hooligans out here flying out, sleeping around with Saudi princes and everybody else on Drake's, and everybody on Drake's team. Hopefully they can all see the message that, look, you can look so much better just by behaving classy in the situation.
Yes. That's very good advice.
Even if your wig gets snatched.
Yeah. I still don't know what, dancing in his music video in his house, like, why was that such a priority for them to do that? You know what I'm saying? I guess it's a way to get out the house. They've been in the house so long,
It's Blueface, though. So, that's not really a surprise thing coming from him. I mean, I've seen him on video. I've seen videos of him on Instagram Live smoking weed with his little kid sitting on the couch next to him. So
he's not the most socially, smart guy. He just does things.
Yep. But I think that's but I mean I just think she finally someone represented. I just hope others follow in that footstep. I will not be, because I'm not, you could not pay me enough to go to Blueface's house. Him or baby mom, who people call Whiteface. I don't think that's very nice, but that is what they say. Either way, that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, Beth. All right, cool. I appreciate the call, all right? All right. Shout out to Beth with the call, with the check-in. I saw a comment, somebody said that, I think he said those girls are fighting like he fights beats, some shit like that. That shit was funny. I gotta find that comment. Because y'all know he can't rap on beat worth a damn. I says, I see you in the cut. Like the stream, people. These off. But we in here live, you know. Carl, I see you. Oh, you Carl, I see you. Yeah, they say the dude, his rapping style, he be fighting the beats. I gotta find that comment, man. This shit was funny, man. I gotta find this shit. That was some funny shit. Oh, man. But yeah, man, stay away from these colorist assholes, man. Stay away from these colorist assholes, man. These guys that just don't like sisters. The dark-skinned ones. Not everybody else, but, you know, specifically the dark-skinned ones. But yeah, he's getting canceled. They're done with him. Y'all should have been done with him when he couldn't. Y'all realized he couldn't rap. That should have been when y'all was done with him. Because I've been trying to tell y'all about Blueface. Yeah. But I mean, if he has an audience, so I mean, there's people who like listening to him, I guess. All right. But shout out to the chat fam. I ain't never seen nobody have more shit go down in their house than this guy. Than this guy Blueface. Always got some shit going down. Niggas, I have to YouTube his music. I'm not sure about his music. Well, Nikki, you not missing much. You're not missing much, you know? People will look at her and say she's a brown-skinned girl, not a dark-skinned chick. I would say she's more on the brown-skinned side than dark-skinned side. To me, she looks like a brown-skinned chick to me, but some photos she looked dark-skinned, so. But I mean, you know, does it matter? We're all human beings at the end of the day. We're all human beings. But we can recognize when each other's fucking up, you know. Right, Brianna. You know what's crazy is that, you know, you got women who will. I was listening to this girl's podcast today. She plays a lot of music. She was playing a lot of ratchet music about girls shaking their ass and, you know, calling each other bitches. And I'm saying, especially them rapping it, and then you got the dudes rapping it. But they support that. They listen to it. When they're driving around, they listen to it. When they're at home, they listening to it. When they at work, they listening to it. You listen to this degrading music, but as soon as somebody has an opinion you don't like, you want to call them names. You want to claim they're being disrespectful. They're being a misogynist. Well, there's a lot of misogynist music out there that you inhale like smoke. You know what I'm saying? Instead of listening to music that is uplifting, you know, instead of listening to music that will make you feel good, that, you know, that can boost your self-esteem, you listen to music that do nothing but put you in a category, you know, that's why you got so many women on social media, you know, showing their ass in every goddamn photo, because they consume this music and they literally become the embodiment of what they listen to. It's no different than when these guys listen to gangster rap and all of a sudden they want to be, they not say want to be, but they go out and they do shit to try to portray a certain image of themselves. I'm not saying that is the correlation, but, you know, music is like poison. Music can be good for you, and music can be very bad for you. They've shown that, listen, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but they've shown that, you know, certain types of music can very much so influence you. You know what I'm saying? It can influence you. And if you have a bunch of women who are embracing music that is degrading, telling you that you should be twerking and you should be shaking your ass. You should be trying to get money out of dudes. You know what I'm saying? That you'll fight another female over a dude. What do you think that all that internalizing of this music all day is going to do to that person? They're going to start to embody those characteristics that they have been getting fed through the music, and they're going to be going out here and they're going to be chasing behind ain't shit dudes. They're going to be out here fighting other females, and they're going to be on social media doing the most for attention. But then at the end of the day, they're going to look at us and say, hey, you're the blame for that because we're doing this to impress you. No, you've been internalizing everything that you have been listening to through the radios, through whatever you done downloaded legally off iTunes or whatever. Just look at some of the characters on social media. These blogs, man. Look at some of these videos, these live streams, Yo, you live. What's happening?
Hey,
What's up?
I'm on Blueface's back.
Oh, shit. Yo, you gonna have to call back. No. Matter of fact, don't call back. Don't call back. I messed up my flow. But shout out to you, man. I think one call was good enough. I think one call was good enough. All right. Shout out to John Alexander. He says, don't usually donate to YouTube channels, but had to show you some love. I enjoy your material. Thank you, John, man. I appreciate that, man. Salute to John. Okay. Hold on a second while I do something real quick.
Thoughts be thoughtin'.
If you said that meanest dude. Yeah, that's what's going on, especially at this particular.
Don't usually donate
Blueface
to YouTube channels, but had to show you some love. I enjoy your material.
Salute to you, man. But yeah, man, I'm in the zone. I'm in the flow, and here we go. But yeah, man, when you have women consuming this music that degrades them, they're going to internalize it. And you're going to see a manifestation of everything they've been listening to. You're calling yourself a bitch. You're calling other women bitches. You're fighting them. You're trying to go after men for their money. You're using your body to get what you want, quote unquote. You're getting on social media and, you're becoming the worst of yourself. There's nothing wrong with a woman. Listen, there are women who are naturally curvy, okay? There are women out here who naturally got big tits. No matter what they wear, you're going to see it, A woman could be wearing sweats. She could be trying to look dressed down. If she's a curvy woman, it's going to show, okay? It's going to show. She ain't going to be able to hide it,
Let me find out you got a stalker, Jay, rolling on the floor laughing.
No. I think that's somebody that they got a hold of somebody's phone, okay? Because I know I've seen women who they're just very thick, not like, everybody's definitely thick now, but just very thick. No matter what they wear, you see the curves, okay? You just see them. There's nothing they wear is going to be able to hide it. You know what I'm saying? That's different than when you are going out of your way to show every inch of your body from every different angle. Y'all know I did a stream the other day about good angles, right? You got chicks taking photos from every single angle to show you everything. Most of them chicks are single or they're dating some married man, okay? They either single or dating some married man. That's why you never see them, They'll show you a boyfriend here or there, but it's probably an ex they've been dealing with for about 10 years that they'd be off and on with. But for the most part, a lot of these chicks are single most of the time. So to them, attention is their boyfriend. Just like women will say Jesus is their boyfriend, attention is their boyfriend now. Getting attention on Instagram and social media is their boyfriend. You know, just that element of their life to be able to post whatever and get immediate reactions. They love that shit. You know, they love that shit. But yeah, man, again, there are women who naturally their body look a certain way, they can't help it. There are women out here who they go and they get the enhancements, and you can tell they got enhancements because they're always showing you how good their assets look in thongs, bikinis. They got to show you how it look. They're doing what's the challenge called? The Don't Rush challenge. Oh man, they couldn't wait to do that challenge. They couldn't wait to do that challenge. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I just think that honestly, people, we are in a very weird time, you know. Everything is upside down, man. You got women that have no clue why they're single, but then they open their mouths and then you realize why they're single. You got males who think that screwing a lot of women and flashing money is what being a real man is. You also have a group of people who don't believe in political power. They just believe in complaining their way into power. That never works. That never works. You can't complain your way into power. You know, we're just in a very weird state right now. You know, I'm seeing a lot of politically stupid people who don't understand the way politics are with their conspiracy theories. You know, again, I'm a realist. You know, I am a skeptic, but I'm a realist, but I'm not one of those people that believes any and everything just because you saw this or this may have happened. I need credible something right here. You know, don't give me what you think, you know, give me what you know. What do you know? Okay. What I know is that this particular female should have never went to Blueface house. You know, why are you at this dude's house, man? You should have known something was gonna happen. You got all these other women who've been quarantined. They ain't been nowhere. You know, they ain't get their fix of attention during the day when they're out and about. They ain't went to the beach. They can't go to no hotels like that. They can't travel. You know, I'm telling you. Even the married women out here, you know, acting crazy, man. Telling all their business, their true feelings. Y'all seen that from the video I made about Boris Kojo. We're just in very crazy times, man. Crazy times. People need to awaken to what's going on and need to understand that, listen, we're all human beings at the end of the day. You know, we all have things that we want to accomplish. We can't complain about it. At the end of the day, we only have one life. You know, I could remember when I was, 23. Now I'm 31. You know, like time flies, man. I remember when I was 17, I was damn near panicking at the fact that I was about to turn 18. You know, I remember it like it was yesterday. I'm sitting there like, well, damn, I'm about to turn 18 because it felt like I was young forever. Felt like I was a kid or a teenager forever. But then you realize that life is going to move on. It's going to move on with or without you. So what is it that you want to do in life? You know, all the people complaining about things they can't control. You can't control your skin tone unless you're going to try to physically change it. Or your race. You can't really control your race. That's who you are. That's your identity. You know? You see, I know why I'm single. I know. And I know if I didn't want to be single, I don't have to. But when you're at the stage where I'm at, when you're on the cusp of greatness and achieving things, certain things are going to be put to the back burner. But I'm not one of those people that's looking for Miss Perfect. And I think I said this in a recent upload. There's too many people looking for Mr. Perfect. There's too many, people looking for Miss Perfect. Especially when it comes to a lot of women, they're looking for Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect don't exist. I think there are guys out here who are looking for Miss Perfect in the sense of her looks. Like, I've told y'all this. I've posted pictures of women, right? These are clearly attractive women, okay? More attractive than any women these guys have ever dealt with. They will claim those women are ugly or they don't look good, they're average. And I'm saying to myself, okay, then you should be able to pull her down. It's just some people live in a certain delusion that they can't get out of, and there's nothing red pill about thinking most women are ugly. Okay, some tells me that you may not be into women, which is fine. That's your life. But when it comes to a lot of women looking for Mr. Perfect, over 6 feet, he has, he's making a lot of money, good career. He has a background in the streets, reformed. He's chiseled. He has all these qualities. A lot of women want him. Listen, man, you should always seek somebody who fits your needs in the categories that matter. Okay. Oh, also don't let me forget, just like the female said, what's her name? Atara. He got to have good dizzick too. Again, looking for Mr. Perfect. Okay. That perfect guy doesn't exist. It really doesn't. I just wish if a lot of women got over that, they would find who they were looking for. But they're looking for Mr. Perfect. He don't exist. He don't exist. Okay? Everybody has flaws. Even Boris Kodjoe, who a lot of women would say they would want to date or sleep with or whatever, even his own wife is pointing out his flaws. Because at the end of the day, nobody is perfect. We all fall short at some point, but we can improve on certain things. We can always improve, man. That's all you can really ask for, is to improve your station in life, to improve where you're falling short. Don't mean that you got to build a man. It just means that you have to understand what you want. What exactly do you want? Do you want family? Do you want security? Protection? Do you want somebody who's of intelligence? Who has a plan? Why look for somebody that's perfect? That's just like me looking for a unicorn. Unicorns, to me, I don't think there's no perfect woman out there. I'm not looking for a perfect woman. I've told y'all, there's nothing. I would date a woman who's considered average looking, between, I'll say, a 6 and a 7, if she had the qualities that I wanted. Because I'm not one of those guys who've ever chased women because they just look real good. Because after a while, they become tedious and you have to focus on getting a more attractive woman. That's not really something I give a shit about. I give a shit about what can you bring me, not necessarily bring to the table, because I know that's an overused term. I just say, what can you bring me that I can agree with? Everything is an idea, everything is an idea. What are you going to do to make that idea work? What's your input? I want to do this and that. What's your input? What do you think about this? So don't worry about bringing anything to the table. I got a bunch of shit on that table already. I want to know what you think about the ideas that I'm bringing to speak to you about, or what's your ideas that can benefit me and make that table bigger? Because all the shit I got on it already, I got a bunch of stuff on that table already, but I need a bigger table. So what can you say that's going to make that happen to me, What can expand that table for me so it doesn't look like all the stuff I have on it already. It doesn't look like it's taking all the space, I'm looking for ideas. I'm not looking for what you bring to the table. I want ideas. I'm an idea guy. I'm always looking at ideas and doing creative shit, I live in 2020. I don't live in 99, even though the 90s were a heck of a decade. I'm living in 2020. I'm always moving forward with the technology, with the ideas, I don't look in the past anymore. I used to, but I can barely remember certain things in the past. So I don't look to the past anymore. I look at what's going on in the present. It's almost like that light that was on that showed me all my shit from the past has been turned off. Now I'm just looking at where I'm at right now today and what the future holds for me. I don't even know what the future holds. It's like a wall, but I'm trying to get past that and figure out what I want. And what I want is to be happy. What I want is to be able to accomplish and have the things that I want, I'm not living for anybody else. That's why you're not going to see me complaining about colorism and skin tones and who wants to date me and who doesn't give a shit.
You have to make people earn their position in your life. Salute, brother Jay Crown, full score.
Appreciate that grown man business. Shout out to you, man. And I'm going to get over to your channel real soon, bro. I do want to check out what you're doing. Some other people too has been in here. But thanks, man. Give me some ideas, Because like I said, I like creativity. I like to be creative. Even what I'm doing now with YouTube, this is shit that, guys like me from my neck of the woods don't really do shit like this, right? Like YouTube, it's just something that's creative. I like doing creative shit. Like I said, I live in 2020, Shout out to Angela C. Appreciate it, Angela C. Give me some ideas. Give me something that's going to make me happy, whatever makes you happy. What we can do is move forward, man. I can't look at the past. Like I said, I can barely. There are things I used to be one of those people that would look back on the things that I did wrong so much that it would affect my mental that whole fucking day. But I had to move on eventually, and I did. I don't know, when I got older into my 20s, I just didn't care as much. But the mistakes that I made, they used to bother me so much years later. And I will always think of ways I could improve those things. You can't improve what's already happened. That time has come and gone. That time has come and gone. Those days are over. You got to look forward or look at your present, And because, a lot of the stuff that bothered me doesn't bother me anymore, I am in a happier situation than I ever have been before because I don't allow things in my past to bother me as much as they did before. That's how I knew I was making that turn. I was making that change in my life that would make me a happier person. You can't be happy when you're burdened with past mistakes, when you're burdened by everybody else's problems. It's when you're totally alone, when you feel the burden off of your shoulders. And you're able to focus on the future and what you're trying to do and accomplish. Like when we think about what's going on with this COVID, you got all these people that are so triggered. They're not mad that they lost their jobs. They're mad I'm saying they're mad. They're not in upheaval about that. They're upset because people have optimism. Like, bro, you lost your place of employment. You should be optimistic about being able to get back into the world, have everything opened up. You should be optimistic about going out there and being able to get that back or land somewhere else. But you have people that are so stuck in cynicism, and they're so stuck in, I can't do anything, my life is over, that they don't know how to move on and find happiness. Because, to them, they want to make everybody else miserable while they themselves are miserable. It's a shame. You should be focused on getting back to work, bro. Same day, like when I thought about me, accepting myself, I hate the fact that I wasn't like most people. TSK, that's why it's important to learn to be good with who you are. We should all want to get back to normalcy. I don't like the fact that people are losing their jobs. I don't like the fact that people are losing their home, can't pay rent, can't pay their bills. But what I hate the most is people who want to see that continue. They want to see people continue to not work and provide for themselves and their family because they want to prove that they're right and other people are wrong. They have this derangement syndrome when it comes to 45 that they're unwilling to look at the steps that are being taken to make people's lives just a little bit better. We are in difficult times because some people want it to be difficult. I refuse to let anybody tell me or redirect me to how I should feel. I'm going to be optimistic because I'm in a space in my life where I am much more happier than I've ever been before. Okay? And I'm not going to let low self-esteem people who hate themselves and who hate everyone around them to dictate how I feel. If you feel lost and you feel hopeless, you need to talk to somebody. You need to find that happiness. And the troubling part is that it ain't a lot of young people who are the most, difficult as far as their mindset and being small-minded and being sheep. It's a lot of these older people. It's a lot of people in their 30s and fucking 40s. People who are raising kids, unfortunately. So we see what that generation is going to be. You got a lot of people who, before this situation with this virus, they were tough talkers. They were tough people. Now all of a sudden, they want to hide under the bed.
Too many people are invested in what other people think and not invested in what they think of themselves. Stop being foot soldiers. Flexed biceps, medium dark skin tone.
Appreciate that, D-Stroke. Yeah, that's why we're in trouble as a society if we continue down the path of sheepism. We are in a bad state. Listen, I'm only one man, okay? I'm all about optimism. I'm all about loving yourself and being able to improve yourself. But some people are the exact opposite. They're willing to destroy themselves as it means destroying other people. More strong-minded people are needed. We need more strong-minded people, okay? We need more strong-minded people. We got too many weak people out here, especially with these males. It is just, listen, I know these are difficult times. We're dealing with something that's very difficult. But to see the way the males are conducting themselves, it just tells me we are done as a society if this continues. We are done as a society. We're done if things continue the way that they are. Okay? Grown ass men who one day are, again, you know, they alpha males, they're tough to this and that, but now because of this virus, they're hiding under their twin beds. They don't want to come out the house. You know, they're critical of anybody that's in support of getting out of their house and opening up the country. You got people who are getting arrested for being at the park. You have to understand how crazy times are. Okay? All the misinformation in society, all the programming of showing men in weaker, submissive positions in front of their wives. Do you know how many commercials I've seen of men being shown as dumber and weaker than their own children? Now you see the fruits of that conditioning, because when I see the mindset of some of these guys, man, it's troublesome. It really is. It's troublesome. A lot of these guys have been on their knees for the last month and a half over this virus. Okay? Your wives have to watch you. Your wives and your children have to see you bending your fucking knees because you're too dumb to do research and be strong for the people around you. Y'all know what's crazy? It's a good thing you mentioned that, Don Julio. I seen that Flip the Switch challenge with Delicious and her fiance. Y'all know I did a video about Delicious and her fiance, the dude Raymond Santana, man. I don't know if y'all seen that video, but man, I don't know if it was a behind the scenes portion of that video. This dude is literally in a tight, skin tight dress with a wig that's laid. Okay. I mean, he was not trying to mess up that hair when they did that Flip the Switch challenge. And I'm saying to myself, you got this big old grown man who went through what he went through, right? He's willing to put on that dress and that hair for his chick. Okay? This dude looked all types of wrong in that. And I'm at first, like, I had to do a double take. I said, nah. And I'm like, oh, shit. This is where we are. You dudes are so quick to put on a dress and a wig and makeup for your chick. And you see why these chicks have no respect for you. It's hee ha ha. Yeah, it's funny. You know, you getting to smash Delicious, and I know that, you know, you're willing to do whatever she says. Because of that, maybe that's a deal y'all made. But bro, you seem a little too comfortable in that dress and hair, bro. I mean, the way that dude was flinging the hair, like he didn't want to get it messed up. I mean, come on, dude looked too comfortable like that. Let me just say that. He looked way too comfortable. That's what turns on. It may turn on. But that's crazy, man. Y'all dudes are doing that shit, man. And this ain't no young guy. This guy in his 40s. What the heezy happened to masculinity? What happened to it, man? And I'm not trying to say I'm the most masculine guy here, but there's just shit that principle-wise I could never do. Okay? I don't care what type of woman I'm with. She ain't gonna get me to do no shit like that. You know? Go get one of your gay male friends to do some shit like that. I'm not doing that. Women ask their men to do that shit as a test. I believe that. And they do it. Probably because some of these guys are living off their women. You know? Probably offer to buy them some new pair of Jordans, you know, or maybe some new video games or fitted hats or whatever. She letting them drive the car all day because he only drive for a couple hours a day. He want to drive the car the whole day. That's the deal they made. Jesus Christ. It's crazy what some of y'all dudes will do, man. They'll clown you later. Yeah, they're gonna clown them for that. Absolutely. Probably put the shit on social media and clown them. Like French Montana trying to clown Young Thug with the whole, wearing lipstick and, or wearing a dress. Like, they gonna throw it back in your face. And these guys, because they're mentally small, they don't understand that. They don't understand optics. They don't understand that if you do some shit like this, it's gonna be used against you. Everybody that doesn't like you, including your girl, if she breaks up with you, they're gonna use this against you. I'm telling you, a lot of these guys are not very intelligent. Socially, anyway. That's the thing, Stanley. I think that they're turned on by effeminizing their boyfriends. I do believe that. I see you, Am. What's up? I think they get turned on by effeminizing their boyfriends, getting them to do something that they don't want to do. And that's the sad part about it, that there are people who are willing guys that are willing to do that to appease their girlfriends. It's just crazy. I told you, we are in very weird times, man. Very weird times. Like, these guys are like, I want to go viral. Let me do this. Sometimes you got to have some self-respect. Going viral shouldn't, be that important. But going viral is very important to some people. They willing to do whatever it takes to go viral. They willing to do whatever it takes to get some hits on social media. And yes, you have women who will use it against them. They will use that behavior against them. And these guys don't even know it. Or you know what? Scratch that. Maybe they know it and they just don't give a shit. These are the times we're in when guys are comfortable wearing makeup and dresses and heels. The shit is becoming normal. It's not seen as taboo anymore. It's not seen as taboo anymore. But at the chance of going viral, they willing to hop into a skin tight dress with a wig on, like they sat in the makeup chair, not the makeup chair, like they sat and got makeup and hair done, which is probably what some of them guys did, for probably about a half hour or so. It's Parker, I see you. It's Parker. Just go look at the video of Raymond Santana and the Lizards, man. Look how dude looks like he feels like a whole woman in that. Go look at that video, man. You don't have to, but I'm just saying, if you want to, because I like to psychologically evaluate some of these people. It just looked to me that they look very comfortable and they want to make sure they looked as good as possible in that situation, I just want to know if the dude sat for about a half hour or so getting his makeup and hair done. Because that's how it looked, man. It looked like they just put on a whole production for that video. Man. But I guess that's what they like doing. This is a new day and age, man. Listen, I'm 31, man. Even me at 31, man, people say, well, you're young, Jay. But, man, even say what you want about the young generation, man. I still think this shit is weird, It is. Now, if you're from certain areas, certain cities, some of this behavior ain't weird, but, some places you see dudes in full-on dresses and, hair and makeup on and heels, purses, not bags, purses. They got purses. So, to me, it's, some of that shit is still a bit weird, But you guys, it just shows who has the power dynamic in a relationship. Because at the end of the day, women do prefer masculine men, especially when it comes to them sleeping with them. Now, relationships, maybe they do get with guys who are considered more of non-masculine, more of the beta male types. But for the most part, if a woman is doing these type of challenges, because Portia did it too. Portia did it with her boyfriend, what name? Portia Williams, right? She did it with her boyfriend, you know? So I just think that those women have the say-so and the power in those relationships, which is what they want. They want to have power and say-so. They want to be able to show the world that look at what so-and-so is doing. Because I don't think that was his idea. But as long as he gets to sleep with her, that's the only thing that matters. As long as these guys are able to sleep with these women on a regular, they're willing to do this. Listen, if I had a girlfriend that came up to me and said she wanted to do this challenge, I would say no. If she gets upset, gets angry, say I ain't getting none, I say good. Okay, good. You know, I'm good. I can go without. Some of you dudes can't. Some of y'all will fear that you're not going to be able to get none, and you fold, and you get in that dress, and you get in that goddamn wig. Because you can't go without getting that box. You don't want her to be mad at you. That's what we got going on, man. These guys are afraid they're going to lose, you know, getting some from these women. So they bend the knee, which is the wrong thing to do. Because now she sees you as a female now, you know. She sees that you're willing to do whatever it takes to get between her legs, even when you're in a relationship with her. You dudes got to stop this shit, man. Stop making us as a collective look bad, especially you black men, because y'all the main ones out here in these dresses and in these wigs. Y'all the main ones doing that flip the switch challenge. Making us as a collective look like fucking bitches, man. That's how you're making us look. And you wonder why these women disrespect the shit out of y'all. They plan on getting sex dolls anyway. You know? These women have already sold their souls, you know? These women have already sold it, man. They want to see if you're willing to sell yours. Because y'all got to understand, you got women like Delicious and some of these other women in the industry, man, they done been flown out and fucked by every type of dude out there that got some money. They have done things to compromise their own morality. You don't think that they would you don't think they would want you to do the same thing? They're already compromised, but they want to see how compromised you can become. And these dudes are all but willing to compromise themselves. That is the saddest part. Telling you. Did you ever see the tweet of this girl saying, man, they'll order desserts during a date, make some good? No, TSK, I haven't seen that. Can you send it to me? I don't think I've seen that tweet. That's a weird tweet. So a man can't eat dessert at a date? Or he's considered gay? I've never heard that. Well, is she the dessert? Is her way of saying that is that, you know, you supposed to eat dinner only at a date, but the woman is the dessert? Is that what she's saying? If I order dessert, that means I ain't seeing you the next time. That I'm just here for the food. I ain't here for you. You know? Casanova's with the shits until his girl shut the lights off. He told her, bitch, I wish you would. But yeah, man, a lot of these women are compromised, and they're compromising these males every single day. Listen, I love the rep for the regular nigga. I'm a regular dude. But us regular dudes, we can't be compromising ourselves like this. We just can't. But some of y'all, I think y'all be wearing them dresses outside of social media. I think you dudes be in the mirror with them dresses and heels on, seeing how you look, you know, modeling in your house. I think some of these guys be doing that. So this is nothing new for them. They've already been doing this. You can tell by the mannerisms. They do this a lot. They do this outside of social media. You know what I'm saying? They be trying on their girls, you know, heels, trying on her clothes, probably wearing the same jeans that she wears. You know, so we know that these guys do this. You know, this wasn't nothing new to them. They like, oh, let's do it. Ain't nothing new to them. Ain't nothing new for them to go and put a dress and some heels on. Ain't nothing to do with it. That's nothing. They're like, okay, let's do it. They more ready to do the challenge than she is. She looking at him like, oh shit. You knew exactly what to go for. You know? Man. We are in, I'm telling you, this is a very weird time that we are in, man. Very weird time, man. Very weird. You know? Everything is more upside down than ever before. Everything is more upside down than ever before, man. The rappers are being seen as political strategists. Can you believe this shit? You know? You got people, okay? You got people who are seen as leaders of the community who are not even black, but they are seen as leaders of black people. They are seen as part of leadership for black people, even though they're not even black. They weren't born black, but people still look to them as being black, or at least partially. But even then, still, black people, we will continue to take L's if we don't filter out and drain the fucking swamp of these creatures. Shout out to Shy.
These dudes wearing wigs and makeup super suspect.
I appreciate that, especially the ones that go full on with the makeup and hair. Like, that's something they probably always do. But yeah, I don't want to get no political advice from rappers, especially a Cardi B. Tell you. I wonder if she sees signs of him wanting to cross-dress, be with men, or ignoring it. You know what, Nikki? I think sometimes they ignore it, to be honest with you, because some of them don't care. They will date a dude who goes both ways. I think there are women who are currently probably with men who goes both ways. And they don't care because they like the way the guy looks, probably. You know? They know that guy likes to, you know, dress in women's clothes, but it doesn't bother them. Yeah, you got a loser like Sean King speaking for black people. I am completely done with these social media pro-blacks. If you are retweeting this guy, if you are citing this guy, if you're defending this guy, I can't. Okay? You got these guys who are, they are the white devil. Y'all claim y'all want to bang on the beast. Well, Sean King is the beast. But people are still supporting Sean King, who's one of these beasts that you should be banging on. You know? I mean, we just got a lot of crazy shit going on in the melanated black community, you know? Yeah, white Sean King, yeah. Not the football player Sean King from Tulane. Not him, yeah. Yeah, Sean King, the activist. Y'all didn't know he was Caucasian? Oh, man, yeah, he's Caucasian. He's very much so Caucasian. And he's leading black people. Go to Twitter. He is the leader of the black resistance movement on Twitter. Go look. He's a leader. He's a leader. He's a goddamn leader. Even though this dude is getting exposed left and right, but because he married a black woman, all of the shit that you shouldn't be ignoring is you're ignoring. You know, we got to drain this nigga swamp that we have. We have a Negro swamp that needs to be drained. All these so-called leaders and their documentaries and t-shirts, whatever the fuck they're selling, bean pie, whatever they're selling, man, we gotta drain that shit, man. All these man, come on. We have a hierarchy of race hustlers. The Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, all these other guys on TV, the people who support Black Lives Matter, these fucking ignorant rappers, these people who they don't see none of the damage that they're doing by their ignorance, you know. Well, he can claim he's black, but it's not accurate, you know. He might be 8% black, but, you know, he might have some sub-Saharan black in him, but as far as his mother and father, no. You know, we definitely got to drain this Negro swamp. Absolutely. It needs to be drained. You know? Listen, there are Caucasians out here who are very tanned, okay? They could pass as being a bit maybe biracial, but they have 2 white parents. They have curly afros. They're white people with afros, but they got 2 Caucasian parents. You know? Yeah, that's Richard Dolezal, brother. Absolutely. You know? Wearing braids and afros, like, we can't see you. You know? But yeah, man, y'all want to get at this beast, man. Y'all got to fight these beasts in your movement. You know, you want to go at these cavemen, man. You got cavemen amongst your ranks. They got cavemen amongst the ranks, family. Oh, man, they got the Caucasoids amongst the ranks, man. Yeah, but isn't Michelle, ain't he Caucasian, though? Isn't Michelle Williams ex, isn't he Caucasian, though? Man, I'm telling you, man, these are crazy times we are in, man. People comparing themselves to Malcolm X and Dr. Martin Luther King, and it's like, Negro, please. Or at least want to be Negro, please. Like, you will never be those greats. They literally laid their life down for their people. You people are trying to get paid off of the backs of black people. That's different, you know? And truth be told, the infighting is what keeps these movements going. If black people actually were to wake up and really see things for what it is, we would discard a lot of these so-called leaders. And they know this. And they're the ones who keep the infighting going when they're calling other black people names because they don't have the same beliefs politically, socially as they do. You can never have unity if the people at the top are telling you that, hey, those other black people are bad. But at the end of the day, a lot of us are adults, you know? Yeah, I was thinking, Michelle, I thought that guy was white. I didn't. They just cut their hair, you know, it's, you know, they can fool you that way, I guess. Anything about the chlor, killing bacteria, the chlor. I don't know much about it killing black people. I think that might be speculation, but I have to look into that. Yeah, if the people at the top are telling you to distrust other people who look like you, yeah, you're not going to get anywhere. You really aren't going to get anywhere. Okay? But yeah, the only way we can really go at this devil is if there's some type of unity, man. But if there's disunity, there ain't going to be no growth. Okay? Growth. There ain't going to be no growth, you know? But yeah, man, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Y'all see the links in the chat. Go over there and give me a follow and tweet at me, you know, or message. Hey, Jay, I'm following you from YouTube, man. I really would appreciate that, man. Y'all are a very good crowd of people. Yeah, man, that's it for me, man. But I appreciate y'all being here. I'm about to go ahead and wrap this show up. This is a long show. Usually I try to end it before 2 hours, but I went extra 2 hours. I like to talk to y'all. I do like to talk to y'all, okay? So y'all go and do that, and I'll see y'all on the next one, all right? Y'all have a good rest of your evening or night.
you.